Welcome to Dancin Moon Songcast. I'm Scott Simpson, casting from Dancin Moon Studio in Spearfish Canyon on the north end of the Black Hills of South Dakota, right on the banks of the Spearfish Creek. If you'd like to follow along, you can download a free PDF from my lyric book from scottsimpsonmusic.com/lyrics, and of course you can find links to all my music there as well. So let's get casting and find out what song we're going to talk about this time. Well, it looks like this episode we'll be taking a closer look at Take My Heart from 2018's A Dream album. And so we'll give that a listen, and then we'll talk a little bit about it on the other side. Take my heart and hold it tight when the shadows steal my sight. Take my hand like a childhood friend. We'll climb the hill as night descends. Take my feet wherever you'd run, across the moon beyond the sun. Take my head so full of dread, give me a dream of you instead. Take my eyes, they're open wide. You've shown me there's no place to hide. Take my ears with whispered tones and plant your secrets in my bones. Yeah. Take my chin, lift it up from this ancient lonely cup. Yeah. Take my mind and help it to sing this song of love and healing. Take my there's no place to hide. Take my ears with whispered tones and plant your secrets in my bones. Take my chin, lift it up from this ancient and lonely cup. Yeah, take my mouth and help it to sing this song of love and healing. Take My Heart began so differently than my process usually, than the path my process usually follows. It began with keyboard, with piano, which is not generally my instrument of choice, not because I don't love piano, but because I don't play piano very well. It began with the gentle little repetitive piano key pattern that you hear, and was in a minor tone, and so then that suggested sort of the bass line that came in behind it, kind of a really a haunting feel. Very repetitive, and a sorrowful, kind of mournful feel, and then I started playing around with the harmonica, which is one of my instruments of choice as far as solo instrumentation, and so that began to make me feel a bluesy feel. It had a bluesy rhythm already. And then suggested to me that probably this was going to be a darker song of some sort. What began then was some lyrics that were, or a phrase really, that started running through my head that came from childhood. I grew up in a church, going every week, 3 times per week, and singing was a huge part of that time together. And one particular hymn kept coming to mind because it fit so perfectly this rhythm and this chord progression. Not because the rhythm and the chord progression mirrored the music behind this hymn, but because the lyrics fit so perfectly, and I really didn't think about it; it just popped in. So, anyway, the hymn is called "Take My Life and Let It Be," and it's actually a hymn. It was written in 1874 by Francis R. Havergal. Not that I know that just off the top of my head, but I decided to go ahead and Google that. I'm on a timelesstruths.org website looking up the lyrics, because I wanted to remind myself of the entire lyrics, although if I get in the right frame of mind, I could probably just sing them from memory. But it's a song of prayer that this website suggests the subjects are consecration and submission. But it's a prayer song of submission to God. And I'll just read through this. But this is what was going on in my head. Take my life and let it be consecrated, Lord, to Thee. Take my moments and my days. Let them flow in endless praise. Take my hands and let them move at the impulse of Thy love. Take my feet and let them be swift and beautiful for Thee. Take my voice and let me sing always only for my King. Take my lips and let them be filled with messages from Thee. Take my silver and my gold, not a mite would I withhold. Take my intellect and use every power as thou shalt choose. Take my will and make it thine, it shall be no longer mine. Take my heart, it is thine own, it shall be thy royal throne. Take my love, my Lord, I pour at thy feet its treasure store. Take myself, and I will be ever only all for thee. And I recall singing this many times, both in church, and then later I went to a couple of different Christian colleges, and we sang them in choir. And so the song was there in my head. And at first I thought about making this a new arrangement of that song, but it didn't feel right. It didn't seem right. The song originally is certainly not in a minor key. It's hopeful. This didn't feel quite like that, although I didn't feel that the song was going to be a hopeless sort of song. But I couldn't shake the take my pattern, take my, and then fill in the blank. And so I decided to try writing my own lyrics, but not a prayer. Maybe a prayer, but not certainly to God. Perhaps a prayer to another person, to a loved one. I began to think about relationships, what we give to one another, and what we expect out of the giving. Which is sort of what this hymn is about, I suppose, in relation to God. So in the song, it begins quietly. Take my heart, hold it tight when the shadows steal my sight. Take my hand like a childhood friend, we'll climb the hill as the night descends. And with those first few lines, I began to think about the individual speaking this prayer to another, someone who has some potential for darkness, the shadows that steal the sight. When things grow dark, depression, it's hard to see out of that. And offering my heart to someone else who might help me to see even in that time. Take my hand like a childhood friend, will climb the hill as night descends. Once again, the darkness, the night, the fear that's made less fearful when someone else is there with you, hand in hand. Take my feet where'er you'd run, across the moon, beyond the sun. It doesn't matter where you'd go. I want to go there with you. Take my head, so full of dread, give me a dream of you instead. So this request to replace the fear, the loneliness, with a dream of this other person. Of course, at that point, I'm thinking of the people in my life that I've loved who've given me those things, particularly my wife, but other family members, even friends whose presence gives me the capacity to not see darkness as completely dark. At the end of that first stanza, then it picks up. We build a little bit, and we actually go through. There are two stanzas, and we go through both of them twice. The first time we go through the second stanza, the music has picked up a little bit. Also in the background, and this came later, certainly after the song was written, as I was working on the arrangement. The background vocals repeating kind of the litany of body parts. Take my heart, take my hand, take my feet, take my head, take my eyes, take my ears, take my chin, take my mouth. And so they're they begin that kind of chanting then in the background, and it builds through in intensity and volume throughout this first time we go through that second stanza. Take my eyes, they're open wide. You've shown me there's no place to hide. That's a little bit fearful. There's no place to hide. It could be fearful, but at the same time, it's freeing. I don't have to hide. There's not a way to hide. And who am I hiding from anyway? If this person who's taken my hand, who I'm giving myself fully to, if I can do that, what do I need? What do I need to hide from this person? Take my ears, with whispered tones, plant your secrets in my bones. One of the surest ways to build trust is to share in those secrets, those things that we don't tell everyone, those things that only a few know. And those secrets, especially those ones that are closely held, they go far beyond the ears. They go deep into the bones when you're with that person you trust. Take my chin and lift it up from this ancient, lonely cup. So obviously there's a reference here to lifting the chin, which is, get your chin up, cheer up a little bit. But in a deeper sense, a reference to the lonely cup, the drinking of the cup, which takes us back to not necessarily this hymn, but certainly the Christian tradition and the prayer of the Christ. May this cup pass from me. Speaking of Jesus' death, the prayer that I want this dark thing, this hard thing to pass. So in this song, take my chin and lift it up from this ancient, lonely cup. It's a darkness of loneliness, of being alone, of not having that connection. And the stanza ends, take my mouth and help it to sing this song of love and healing. I really wanted the song to, though it's in a minor key, though the harmonica's coming in a really mournful way, bluesy way. I wanted there to be a light in this song, that this is a song, though it's dark, though it feels dark, this is a song of love and healing. So at the end of that, the music really picks up, and we get the solo. We also begin to get more. There's electric guitar coming in, and then by the time we get to the second time around with the first stanza, then the electric guitar lead comes in powerfully. The vocals are much higher. The lead vocals stronger. And then everything quiets down toward the end for the second time through that last stanza, and becomes once again sort of prayerful at the end. So the song, sacrilegious, I suppose, as it may seem, inspired at least in part by this hymn from childhood, that was a prayer of submission, but this one there's submission in it, but there's also a giving and a safety of knowing that being together solves the problem of loneliness, solves the problem of the dark night, solves the problem of being alone. It's a really simple song. It's a very repetitive song. And yet I think that's part of the strength, especially if we look at it as kind of a prayer form, even if it's to another human being. The mantra, take my heart, take my hand, take my feet, take my head. I'm giving all these things to you so that I don't have to be alone, so that this thing that we're doing together is a song of love and of healing that loneliness. This song was a part of the A Dream, which is A period dream, which is a reference to American Dream, which is a reference in turn to the inaugural address of our current president, in which the statement was made that the American dream is dead. The entire album, A Dream, grows out of some darkness and some perhaps even some fear about the state of the country, not just politically but socially. How do we deal with one another? How do we deal with each other? In a broader sense, I would suppose this Take My Heart as a prayer for unity, for healing of that thing that breaks us apart and places us in lonesome places, breaks us apart nation by nation, individual by individual. And so in that sense, that's kind of where creatively I was at in the midst of that album. We'll take a look at some other songs, I'm sure, in later episodes from that album, some that are even more directly political. So this one's certainly not directly political. So there we have it. Take My Heart from 2018's A Dream album. I'm Scott Simpson, and you can check out all my lyrics and all of my music at scottsimpsonmusic.com. You can find things to buy there. You can find links to stream there as well. And I will look forward to talking with you again on the next Dancin' Moon Songcast. Farewell.